Welcome to high school football here on KBZE Sports. Tonight, the West St. Mary Wolfpack take on the South Plaquemines Hurricanes in round 2 for the LHSAA Non-Select Division IV football playoffs. Tonight's game is being brought to you by our title sponsor, Tesh Health School-based clinic located inside of West St. Mary High School. Also sponsored tonight's game are these fans: Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, St. Mary Parish Assessor Jared Longman, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet and A.J. Dolman Chrysler, the Bayou Bend Health System, Tesh Health of Franklin, Conrad Industries, Eastgate Barbecue, the law firm of Ramsey, Skiles, Streva, and Bourgeois, the Thibodeau Regional Health System, Vita Paint and Supply, and the M.K. Dixon Funeral Home. Good evening, everyone. Seth Thomas, along with John Kolar here at South Plaquemines High School in Buras. John, the Hurricanes are the defending state champs. West St. Mary coming here trying to knock them off. I tell you, we already had some excitement as the lights went out. They came on the field, and it took about 15 minutes for the lights to come on. We weren't sure they were coming back on.
Not at all, not at all. But I am very excited for this matchup here tonight. We called the game last week with the Wolfpack. Torona Dominic put the Wolfpack on his back. He's going to have to do some more of that tonight as they got a tall task in front of him.
South Plaquemines, number 3 seed in the playoffs. They had a bye last week. West St. Mary, of course, knocked off Basile at home 28-22. Light colors, both teams got the navy blue, the light blue, and the white. West St. Mary tonight, of course, has the Carolina blue pants with the white jerseys and the navy blue helmets. Meanwhile, South Plaque has the navy blue bottoms, navy blue tops, and light blue helmets. So we're set to go. We're looking for a good game. The lights are back on. Nice crew. And I'll tell you what a crowd coming here from West St. Mary. We wasn't sure how many made this long trip, about 2 hours and 45-minute trip down here to Buras, but they're here, the band's here, we're ready.
Yes, sir, we are ready. Can't wait to get this one kicked off.
We'll talk more about the rest of the bracket when we get a chance, but right now, West St. Mary will kick off to start it. It'll be Markel DePass, the ticket. Glad you be with us. Regional round of the non-select Division IV playoffs. DePass just waiting for the whistle. Get the clock set, and there it is. And there is the kick, end-over-end kick. It'll go up to one of the up men at about the 25, 30. 35, still on his feet. It's up close to the 40-yard line. Good field position to start for South Plaquemines. And, John, quite frankly, we don't know a whole lot about South Plaquemines. We do know, as we told you, last year, defending state champs. Yes. They knocked off Haynesville in the championship by a score of 20-7. They're 7-2. Their only losses were to a good Bell Chase team and a good Newman team.
Yes, and I talked to Coach Mouton earlier in the week. He talked about this South Plaquemines team. He said that they're well-rounded on both sides of the ball, so the Wolfpack are going to have to play a very disciplined and clean game to get the win here tonight.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left for the Canes. Quarterback in the shotgun, running back to his right. They put a man in motion. Low snap, gives it inside. Good job by that interior line of West St. Mary. He might have got one, but that's about it.
Yes, sir. That was a great first play by the defensive line of West St. Mary. Stopped them for a short gain. If they can do that tonight, they stand a very good chance.
Second down, and we'll call it 9. Ball sitting at the Cane 41-yard line. Just underway. Now they have 2 receivers to the left, 1.
Look like a little wildcat formation here. The quarterback out to the right side of the field.
Yes, it is. And they'll give it to the outside. Trying to get to the corner. Turns it up. And he's close to midfield. And I think he might have had it. And that'll give him the first down. 9-yard pickup. And they say first down on the play. Just had a lot of guys out there and got to that edge.
Yeah.
We saw last week. Early in the game, Basile did the same thing. They got outside, had that long run to set up their first touchdown, and much the same right there. got 9 in the first down.
Yeah, and, South Plaquemines threw a little wrinkle in there, going with the Wildcats, splitting the quarterback out wide, and they got to the outside and got a good game.
I know, go back to that base set. 2 receivers right, 2 left. The tailback is Roderick Parker. And comes in motion. They have movement on the line. That's going to cost them 5.
It's a false start right there.
The right tackle moved. And that's going to cost 5 yards. So move it back. Going to be first down and 15. First down and 15. Parker, the man in motion. They'll fake it, run the option to the near side. Good pitch. Got to the edge into Wolfpack territory, forced out of bounds. Nice play. They faked it to the receiver going across the formation. Then they ran the option to the near side.
Yes, sir.
Had a good game.
They keyed in on the quarterback right there, but they lost contain on the running back and got him out there, and he got a good gain on the outside again. Once again, the outside run is haunting the Wolfpack early in this game.
Second down and 2. Second down and 2. Ball in Wolfpack territory. Parker keeps it. He'll have the first down, but picked up about 3. I tell you, you see right away, John, what they like to do is spread you out. They'll run a lot of motion. They'll run a lot of misdirections. They try to get those athletes on the edge. They hadn't had a whole lot of success up the middle.
Right.
They're going to try to get to the corner.
Yes, sir. Right there, just a little read option play where the quarterback kept it right up the middle. They are, from the looks of it, they are a very heavy option team. That's something that the defense is going to have to key in on.
Ball sitting at the Wolfpack 38. 8:44 to go here in the first. No score, first drive of the game for South Plaquemines. Parker gets the snap. Gives it inside, up the middle. That's number 2. That's on Kyle. Picked up about 4.
It's going to be interesting to see what West St. Mary does on defense. I see no high safety right now. They're trying to kind of play in a run. Will South Plaquemines kind of counter that with a pass, a shot down the field? We're going to have to see.
So far, doing it on the ground. Second down and 6.
We're in the 2-back set here.
Walker calls for the football. Takes it back to pass. Down the sideline. Got a man back there. Incomplete. Good job on the coverage. That's number 44 back there. That was Tyron Austin, a linebacker. He went down and made a great play.
Yes, sir. And right after I called the shot play, they went to it. And they tried to take a shot. That was good coverage, though, from the defense, especially with a linebacker covering the wheel right out the back of the field. That was a very good defense.
Third down and 6. And now Parker splits out. Gets back to that. They'll take the 2 quarterback rotation. Parker split out all the way to the top of the set.
Just back in that Wildcat.
He'll take it. He'll run it. Down the sideline. They hang on, but he's close to the first down. That's number 8.
Look like he just short. Maybe a little over a yard or so. I know they're moving the chains. They're
moving it, so he got just enough. And it's a first down. So a first down. And that carry was number 8. That's Ian Taylor. He's an 8th grader.
Back in that two-back set.
Parker back in at quarterback. 1st and 10, a good drive here, opening the game for the Hurricanes. Started back at their 40. Parker gives it outside. That's Taylor. He's taken down. Good job. That's Austin again coming up from the 44 from that linebacker spot to make the hit.
Yes, great job right there by number 44, getting to the outside. Clearly, that is what the game plan has been for South Plaquemines. They must have seen something on film that they feel like they can take advantage of, and so that's the game plan, and it's just going to be up to West St. Mary to stop it.
Actually lost a yard on the play, so 2nd down and 11. 6:18, boy. Long drive here to start this
They're chewing
for
that
the
clock.
Canes. Parker in the shotgun. And the Wolfpack might have jumped. It is. 5-yard penalty.
We've seen a couple of those last week. They cannot afford for that to be a theme in tonight's game against such a talented team in South Plaquemines. Especially
when you get them behind the chains like that. 2nd and 11.
Yes.
Now you make it a 2nd down and 6.
Much more manageable. South Plaquemines will take that every day of the week.
Ball sitting at the 24 of the Wolfpack. This drive's already taken up about 6.5 minutes. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. And there's a timeout as the play clock was winding down. Timeout, South Plaquemine will take it with them. No score. High school football on KBZE.
Since 2008, Tesh Health has been treating the students at West St. Mary High School and B. Edward Boudreaux Middle School. We've also been seeing any student in St. Mary Parish. If you're in need of primary care for your child or children and they attend one of the schools I just mentioned, or even if they don't, give us a call. That's Tesh Health, because we'd like to take care of your kids. Make your appointments by calling 337-924-9646. At Tesh Healthcare, we're building better care for you and your family.
So they had to get the timeout to avoid the penalty. John, you a little younger to maybe remember this, but back in the day, you had 3 schools down here. You had Port Sulphur, you had Buras High School, and you had Boothville Venice. Boothville Venice and Port Sulphur were A schools. Buras got as high as a 3 school, but mostly around AA. Well, they combined to make South Plaquemine. And look, all those schools was very successful in all sports, so a lot of great athletes down here. And South Plaquemine is keeping on that tradition as they've won probably about 4 or 5 state titles. Here's Parker back, swinging out the backfield. It's complete. Down the sideline, got a good block, still on his feet, thrown out of bounds. He's down inside the 10. That's going to be a 1st and goal situation. Got it to the back, out of the backfield, and that's a 1st down.
Yes, sir. Just a quick little swing pass, swing route from the running back of South Plaquemines. He had a lot of space to work, and easy going for him on that play. They're getting up, hurrying up to the line right there with another 2-back set.
Jontavius Wilson had the reception. Here's the inside give. That's number 2. Dean Akalad. Wolfpack getting for a short gain. It'll be 2nd and goal. You got to just be impressed with how they came out. Running the ball to the edges and just really only a couple pass plays, but that one was effective. Akalad to the left of Parker. Parker back to pass. Still looking. Throws the ball tipped up in the air. Incomplete. Lucky that one didn't get intercepted, hopefully we did, but it didn't. It fell incomplete, but good pressure that time. He had nowhere to go with the football. Also good coverage. Yeah,
that was real dangerous right there. Almost was a takeaway right there for the Wolfpack defense. They got good. He had a lot of time to throw. They got to get some more pressure on him to make him uncomfortable in that pocket.
3rd down now. Ball sitting at about the 7-yard line of the Wolfpack. 3rd and goal. Here's Parker. Back to pass, looks left, fires it in the corner. Going up, incomplete. Just a little overthrown. Good coverage that time by Darren Chanette.
Yes, sir. Now South Plaquemines has a decision to make. Go for it or kick the 3 points. Look like they're going to stay on the field and go for it.
Boy, this could be a big play in this game. If they don't make it, you got to think that the Wolfpack has a little momentum as they let them go down the field and keep them out of the end zone.
Yes, sir. This would be huge for the Wolfpack. Just because of the simple fact they chewed the clock and they were, getting a stop right here would help their offense a lot.
4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Empty backfield for Parker. He gets the ball, looks right, throws it. Oh, tipped away, intercepted. Heading the other way. That's the pass. Intercepted, turnover. And the Wolfpack hold.
Yes, that is a huge takeaway for the Wolfpack defense right there. Stop them on the goal line after they chew majority of the clock. Now you return the favor as the offense and go down and do the same.
And it was an outstanding job because they had 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They went to the short side with the 1 receiver, and the pass was 1-on-1, and he came up with a great reception.
Yes, and it was great ball concentration from number 13, the defensive back right there, to come away with the interception because he tipped it, but he kept his eyes on the ball in order to come away with that takeaway.
So 1st and 10. Dominic in the shotgun. Dominic, left side, keeps it. He's hit right there. Gained a couple. Now, they watched the film and they know what's coming.
Oh, yeah, they definitely know what's coming. They know that the Wolfpack offense is going to try to go through Dominic. Looks like they were ready for it on that first play. We're going to see how well that they adjust to it over the course of the game.
Yeah. I should say they know who's carrying it.
Yeah.
You don't know what side he's going to, but number 9 is going to have something to do with it.
Yes, sir.
Martinez in the backfield. This time he drops the football. Dominic picks it up. He's being chased back by the 1-yard line. Thrown in the end zone, but he got out to the 4-yard line. I think that's where they'll mark it.
Yeah. Just a bad snap right there. Looked like he took his eyes off the ball as the ball was coming to him. Forced him to put it on the ground. But luckily he was able to pick it up and stay out of the end zone so they didn't get a safety.
3rd and long from about the 2-yard line. Three receivers to the near side, 2 to the top of the set. Let's see if they put it up. Dominic will get this snap in his end zone. Back to pass. He's looking. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Bring up 4th down.
He had the man open. The pass was just a little behind him. Now you're almost forced to punt it away here because you can't force turning the ball over on downs.
And you figure the Hurricanes will get pretty good field position as you're going to have to kick it out the back of your end zone.
What's going to be important here for the Wolfpack, they're going to have to block. I expect a lot of pressure coming up the middle from their punt block team. So you're going to have to block your people so your punter could have room to get the ball out of the end zone.
Hoskins, the punter. I'm trying to think. I don't know if he punted last week.
I don't think so either.
I think they went for it on most of the 4th downs, and they didn't have many 4th downs.
I don't think they punted at all last week.
Here's a snap. Hoskins able to get it out. Short kick. It'll hit.
It's high, but it's short.
A Wolfpack bounce, and they'll down at about the 33-yard line. So, again, South Plaquemines has had the ball on this side of the field almost the entire quarter, and they'll get great field position again. Checking the brackets, the winner of this game will advance to the quarterfinals, and they'll take on the winner of tonight's North Iberville-Elton game. That's a 6-11 matchup. Only other local team still in the playoffs, Jeanerette tonight is at home, number 4 against number 13, Grand Lake. That's the team from Lake Charles area. And Jeanerette had a bye last week. So Jeanerette and West St. Mary, the last two teams from the area.
Yeah.
West St. Mary, the last team from the parish
Right.
in the playoffs. Parker back out. And comes in motion. Ankalad up the middle. He's hit, keeps his feet moving, falls forward to about the 25-yard line. That's a good pickup on first down.
Yes, sir. He broke that tackle, that initial tackle at the line of scrimmage, and was able to pick up a few more yards by just driving his feet at the end of that play.
Got 7. We'll say second down and a long 3. Ball now placed back on the 26-yard line of the Wolfpack. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Clock running, no score. Parker. Inside to Ankalad again. He's hit this time, but boy, he broke a tackle. Flag comes in from the far side.
Let's see. I'm thinking
It could be
might
a face mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
When he come from the side, Judge, he had a view coming from that side of the runner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
thinking a face mask.
I think that's a good call. Let's see. It looks like they're going to mark it off against.
Yep, face mask.
Yep. So it's going to be half the distance of the goal, so that'll give them the first down.
And you know, West St. Mary's defensive line did a good job on that play of stopping the runner in the backfield. But unfortunately, the penalty cost them 15 yards. Look like they're going to be somewhere
First
like
and goal at about the 12.
Yeah.
Well, they have just played on this side of the field the entire quarter. Here's the handoff, right side. Still moving. That's Williams. Take him down at about the 6. So you got 6 yards on the play. Well, now they're back at 5 yards, so it'll be second down and 5. Get a first down at about the 2.
On that play right there, the running back had a lot of room to, maneuver. West St. Mary's defensive line they're gonna have to get more push up front.
They're gonna let the clock run down here, and that's gonna be the end of a quick first quarter. No score. Hurricanes have the ball when we come back to start quarter number 2. This is West St. Mary football on KBZE.
Join KBZE 105.9 FM tomorrow at noon for Tiger Rag. 2 hours of all the LSU news and talk you care to hear. Then come back later at 4:45 for the countdown and kickoff to the big game between the LSU Tigers versus Western Kentucky. We're your station for LSU and St. Mary Parish, KBZE, the home of the LSU Tigers. Lock us in for all the action on 105.9 FM on your cell phone or your radio.
Let's take a look at the whole bracket now. Number 1 is Haynesville. They're taking on number 16, Homer. That's one of the oldest rivalries in the state. That's up in North Louisiana. Those teams know each other well. Homer, of course, beat Franklin last week 21-20.
Right.
Franklin went up there, almost pulled off the upset in North Louisiana. Number 8, Vinton takes on number 9, Jonesboro High. Number 5, Logansport is taking on number 12, Welsh. We told you about Jeanerette and Grand Lake. Elton and North Iberville. At the bottom of the bracket, East Feliciana, number 7, takes on number 10, Faraday. And number 2, Mangum, takes on number 15, West St. John. So second down as we start quarter number 2. Ball sitting at the 6. They can get a first down at about the 2-yard line. West St. Mary defense dug in last time, got the turnover in the end zone. Let's see if they can do it again. Full house backfield, and the right guard jumped, and that's going to cost them 5. They hurried up to the line, John, with a different formation, tried to fool the Wolfpack, That's the second time we've seen one of those linemen jump.
Yes, sir. And that's a good thing for the Wolfpack. Get them behind the chains. That's how you going to keep them away from scoring, make it more difficult on their offense.
So now 2nd down and 10. Came with a little wishbone look on that play.
Yeah.
He'll come out in the same formation. Parker will be under center. Fullback and 2 tailbacks. West St. Mary stack in the middle. They give it to the second man through. They hanging on, trying to pull him down. They do. And that is Williams, Jontavius Williams, taken down near the 4.
Right there, the South Plaquemines running back just had a clean hole to run through. He got almost about 4 or 5 yards before the first Wolfpack defender got a hand on him.
3rd down and 2, and that's what looks like that's their short yardage power set. 2 blockers leading the way. They're in the same formation. Quarterback sneaks straight up the middle. Let's see, depending on the spot. He didn't get the touchdown. The question is, did he get the first down? I'm not sure.
I don't think he got it either. If I'm them, no, I think they go back to the same. Go back to the same play.
4th down, it is 4th down. Let's see if they try to jaw him off or they just go straight ahead. Parker under center. And now timeout. Well, it looked like timeout. Yes, it is. Timeout. 10:43 to go in the half. No score. This is West St. Mary football on 105.9.
And we want to let you know that if your birthday is in November, you still have time to join the KBZE 105.9FM birthday club. Just email us your birth date and a phone number where you can be reached during normal business hours. Twice a week, we'll pull a winner who receives $50 toward dinner at any restaurant located inside Cypress Bayou Casino Hotel. Just email your birth date and your phone number to kbze1059@gmail.com. Bad credit, slow credit, no credit, new credit, bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure, whatever your situation is, Harley at A.J. Doman Chevrolet is ready to help you. Visit A.J. Doman Chevrolet in Berwick and tell them you heard this commercial on KBZE. 800 Robertson Street. Call 985-221-4139. Call Harley at A.J. Doman, 985-221-4139.
4th down. 1 for the first down, 2 for the touchdown. Parker under center. Turns, give it to the tailback, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Williams gets the carry and the touchdown. Well, they kept on getting opportunities, John. They finally take advantage.
Yep.
So South Plaquemine strikes first as they get in the end zone with 10:44 to go here in the half. They lead at 6-0. And now they'll try to point after. Number 55. I'll have him on the roster. He'll kick it. And West St. Mary jumps, and that's going to get you half the distance, and that might change, you think?
Yeah, they might end up going for 2 right here. It look like that's what their coach is calling in.
So now they'll put the offense back out there and go for 2. So spread them out. Tight end on the right. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Parker with empty backfield. He's on the center. Man goes in motion. They give it to him. He's going to throw it back. Got a man. Incomplete. Just a little too long. But again, they gave it to the Wide receiver on the reverse. He stops, tries to get the tight end coming across. Well-designed play. Not bad coverage. But the pass was just a little in front of him.
Yeah, they've thrown a few wrinkles at this Wolfpack defense. Some of them been successful, some of them haven't. But they gonna show you that they ain't scared to throw a little wrinkle in there and catch you off guard.
So 6-0. South Plaquemines on top. Wolfpack last time got the ball, had a big loss, and they were in the shadows of their own end zone to hold possession. Now should get a pretty good starting field position here after the kick, barring anything unforeseen, penalty, turnover, anything like that.
Right.
So they'll kick it away.
Let's set. We got a shutout. Be ready.
Be ready.
He's ready in the video.
My man, be ready. Always ready. He stays ready to have to keep from getting ready. South Plaquemines to kick it away. Waiting for the whistle. I think the referee says I blew the whistle, so now he'll approach the football. Gets his foot into it, end over end kick. It'll hit. It'll be picked up by the pass on the run, straight ahead. Still on his feet. Dives up to about the 38. 1st and 10. So good field position.
Yes, sir. Now it's time to see what this Wolfpack offense can do. We got a sample size. Earlier had some miscues. If they can clean this up and get a good drive, they can get right back into this game.
And I know you probably think like I do, John. They're going to have to mix it up a little bit. They're not going to be able to sit back there and just run Dominic right or left. They're going to have to do something else.
Right.
I mean, last week they saw the film, and I think this team has a lot more speed than Basile. Basile's not bad.
Yeah.
But this team much quicker.
And stronger.
Football. Yes.
And stronger.
Empty backfield. Dominic the quarterback. They only have two defensive backs over here on 3 receivers. They're really stacking the box, and he tries to keep it, and they got him wrapped up. I tell you what, they only had 2 guys out here covering 3.
Yeah, they stacked that box for sure. That was an interesting play call, though, having your quarterback on the center with no running back or anything in the backfield, and then trying to run it up the gut with them when, they stacked the box.
No gain on the play. I think you run the play out here, and you got 2 blockers. Get it out here to number 18, Martin. A little split-in screen again. Yeah. Only 2 guys out here.
A bubble screen would be great right here.
Yeah. Man comes in motion, Martinez. They'll give it to him, trying to get to the corner. Cuts it up. He's got some room. Puts his foot down, tripped as he got up there near midfield, but that's going to be a 1st down.
Yes. Now, see, that's a good wrinkle. Because like you said, only 2 defenders out there to the right side. You get your run out there on the edge and let them get a couple yards, and then you get an easy 1st down.
I can't believe that's how they want to play that.
Right.
Seems like the safety at least would be shading, but he's not. He's staying in the middle of the field. He's totally playing run.
And in the times like that, you got to make the defense be honest. You know what I'm saying?
They do the same thing to the other side. And again, they got 4 receivers over there and only 3 guys. Dominic runs that way. He cuts it back inside. That looked like a face
that's
mask.
A face mask. Yeah. The refs seen it. The flag was late, but they seen it.
And that's going to cost him. He got about 6 on the play, but there it is. Face mask. I don't know if there's 5-yard face mask in high school. I think everything's 15. But when the referee starts jogging, when he's marking it off, it's a big one.
Yep.
It ain't one of them little 5-yards. That's 15 yards. That's 1st and 10. Wolfpack has it at the Hurricane 31 on the move here with 9:11 clock running in the 1st half. 6-0 South Plaquemines. Dominic to the left side. They string it out, try to get back, but they there to knock him down.
You're going to need – these people watch film. You're going to need something other than just quarterback power to the right or the left if you want to beat them.
That was number 33, Colin Vaughn. You know, you look at some of these guys, the ones that's making the plays. Vaughn is 5'9", 170. You know, some of the backs, Williams is 5'8", 145. They're not huge.
Right.
You know, it's not like they don't have the size Basile has,
yes.
but they got the speed and the strength, and they can play football, I tell you.
You got to, if you West St. Mary, you got to make them play with their, you know, they're playing with their eyes. You got them to do some misdirection and kind of trip them up a little bit.
Dominic again to the right side. Gets a good block by Martinez, and there's a good hit. That's number 6. That's Devontae Williams. I told you, he's 5'8", 145, but boy, he's like a Mack truck.
Yeah, they're coming down here, and they're coming down here fast.
3rd down and 16.
Got to mix it up, man. Some misdirection or something. Some jet sweep. Get the receiver in motion.
3rd down. Here's Dominic. Back to pass. Looks right. Fires it. Quick hitter. Complete. That's going to be well short of the 1st down. That's complete to Earl Harris, number 3, with a good pickup. And now to be 4th down, you know they'll go for it here.
Got to go for it.
4th down and 8.
You're kind of in no man's lane here.
The ball's sitting at the 33-yard line, so you got to go for it right here. Fourth down, drops the snap, picked up Martinez, and he's going to be taken down. Didn't even have a chance to get the play going. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's the 2nd time they didn't drop the snap. You cannot have those miscues against a great team like this. It just can't happen. And if I'm the offense, you know, you threw a little wrinkle short pass in there on 3rd down. You need to incorporate that more on early downs, 1st and 2nd down. Just because they playing so much in the box trying to defend the run.
So 1st and 10. Hurricanes, they have it at their own 30-yard line. They lead at 6-0. 6:58 here to go in the half. Quick game so far. But most of them, everything's kind of on the ground.
Yeah, from both teams.
Here's Parker. Center goes back and wipes his hand. 12 on the play clock. They better hurry. They've taken their time, but they're back at the line now. Man comes in motion. They give it to him on that jet sweep. Trying to get outside, but he's going to be taken down. Good pursuit by the Wolfpack. That's Taylor again. Taylor 5'7", 130, an 8th grader. Like I said, these guys, just football players.
Right.
That time, though, lost 2 on the play. A great job on that outside by the Wolfpack. Tell you what, the defense has played well at times. Of course, they had a couple big plays. They gave up, and field position was a problem. Wasn't allowing them to get that good field position to score. But, you know, there's times where Wolfpack went toe-to-toe with them.
Yes. Empty set here from South Plaquemines. Expect the pass.
Back to pass it over the middle. Incomplete.
Looked like they tried to set up a screen there, but it just didn't go according to plan for them.
That was Ahmad Jones. Number 6 was right in the middle of it. Parker had to lob it over his head. He jumped up.
It was a very risky pass from South Plaquemines, you know, especially in that short of an area trying to lob the ball. Could have been very easily intercepted.
I really hadn't seen much of a precision passing game from them.
No.
I mean, they've thrown some screens, some short passes. We saw that one wheel route, but I mean, other than that, now they got 4 receivers to this side.
Big 3rd down here for West St. Mary.
3rd and 12. Parker back. He's looking. He's rolling right. Fires it downfield, down the middle. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's short. Tried to get him coming across the middle of the field. He just didn't put enough on it to get it to him. Came
Trying
up
to get
short.
it to Lewis. Jeanette on the coverage, and now 4th down, and looks like the Hurricanes will have to kick it away. Martin will go back deep for the Wolfpack.
Yes, great job by the defense of getting off the field here and getting it back to your offense.
I don't think they'll fake it here, but Parker is the punter, the quarterback, so you always have to be aware of that. 4th down and 12, I would be very shocked if they did anything but kick it. And again, they'll let the play clock go down. They're starting to work on the clock a little bit. That tells me that they're a little concerned.
Yeah, but I'm interested why they're doing that. The clock stopped after the incomplete pass.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Almost blocked. Martin gets away from it and goes backwards and
Yeah.
takes a big bounce. And they're down at the 40.
Took a great West St. Mary bounce there. I was just confused on that last play as to why they let the play clock run down with a stop clock.
That ends up being a 12-yard punt. The Wolfpack's got to take advantage of this field position.
Yes.
They have it at the Hurricane 40. 6-0, South Plaquemines. Last time, Wolfpack got it down. And then a couple negative plays, and the 4th down miscue cost them.
Gotta use your speed, man. Get to the perimeters of the field. Got to.
2 backs to the right. It'll be a run to the right. Lead blockers. Dominic cuts it up. It's down inside the 35 to about the 33. They say 34. I think about 5. Second down and 5.
Good game right there. Got him a little more toward the sideline than they have been in, previously. Got to get wide on this defense here, especially the way they're playing with all those guys in the box. Now, see, this is a play right here where I would love to see a short pass or like a bubble screen or something like that to get outside, but look like they matched up with the receivers over there.
This time they got that many. Now Dominic up the middle. He finds a little more room than he had early.
Yeah.
And he's down close to the 1st down.
And see, that's kind of due to the fact that they had those defenders out there over the receivers. That's when you take advantage of those power runs up the middle and things of that nature. When they're not matched up on the receivers on the perimeter, that's when you take advantage of the perimeter.
It should be 3rd down and 1. The down marker is just having a heck of a time trying to keep up with it is. Well, actually, they moved it 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, they got the first.
Okay.
They got the first. I see now.
Ball at the 30. Yeah, they had to get to the 30. They marked him at the 30. I thought he was a little shy.
Yeah, me too.
Good spot. We'll take it.
They in a 2-back set here.
He'll give it to Martinez up the middle. Martinez with a good run.
Yeah. Got
Down to about the 24.
Got about 4.
Yeah.
I'll take
Martinez
that.
has done some good things.
Yes.
Miguel Martinez, the senior. Wow, good drive. They can get this one in the end zone. Boy, that'd be a huge boost here. 4:05 to go in the half. Martinez again. He's hit, dives forward, stretches out. He'll be short, but it'll be 3rd down now.
Got about maybe 2.
And again, you know they're in 2-down territory, so you can plan your play here accordingly. Just don't want to lose yardage on this play.
Or turn the ball over.
Right. How many quick pass out there? There's that bubble screen.
Yes,
Martin, you have the 1st down.
That's what I've been asking for, man. That's what I've been asking for.
And that's going to open it up a little more. They're going to have to respect that and give Dominic more room.
They threw some flags on the field, I think.
It was a flag.
Looked like a little unnecessary roughness. Not sure what team is on, though, because it came after the play.
They say no flag. They
No
waved
flag.
it off.
All right.
That'll be a 1st down. 1st down, Wolfpack on the move here with 3:27 to go.
Great drive here, though, by the Wolfpack offense.
They've been able to move the football after that first drive. The second two drives, they have moved it. And this drive, they stayed away from a negative play so far. Dominic to the left side. The backs ran into each other. Wow.
Don't run backwards, though. Don't run backwards.
We just talked about the negative plays. And here comes a late flag.
Maybe a flag.
They'll call a late hit out there?
Yeah, I think so. I think he might have been out of bounds, and they still were trying to tackle him.
I don't see any Wolfpack player out there that have an illegal block. Well, the backs went the wrong way, hit each other.
That play was just a disaster from the start. And then, you know.
If they get it bailed out right here, it looks like they might.
What do you call it?
They ain't called nothing yet. They like to mark out the penalty before he calls it.
Gotta be a late hit.
That's what it looks like. That's going to be half the distance. You say from the 24, so it should go to the 12. Dead ball, personal foul.
Yep. But yeah, that last play without that penalty, man, that was just messed up from the beginning. The two backs ran into each other. Dominic tried to get outside. They contained him, and he started running back.
Now, see, it was a dead ball, so it's going to be second down because of the dead ball, and it's still second down and 6. He called a dead ball foul, so the down counts. Ought to be second down and 6.
Yeah, that down marker over there. He having some trouble. The ref got to keep reminding him.
Come on, dude. All you got to do is flip it down number.
There's Dominic to the right side. Cuts it in. He got maybe one. It'll be third down.
Third down. Now, last time on third down, they went to the bubble screen. What you go to here? If I'm them, I may get to the outside. It's third down.
Yeah.
Down marker got first down.
Man, you can look at it and see you got it wrong.
Look,
I mean, he got
the ref losing his patience over there.
Here's Dominic on third down. Back to pass. Fires a slant route. He had him open. He dives. I think he made the catch. Martin with an outstanding catch. First and goal, Wolfpack.
Good catch.
If he would have hit him in stride, it was a touchdown.
No, they weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting a slant across the middle. It was, nice throw by Dominic for a first down. Great catch. But if you hit him in stride, boy, he walk in the touchdown for 6 points.
So it'll be first and goal. Ball sitting at the 4-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go here in the half. Wolfpack trying to tie it with a touchdown, take the lead with extra point. Dominic right side dives close to the goal line. He stopped short.
He about a foot short.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looked like he had the room to that side, and they just...
Yeah, they closed on him. 2 defenders hit him from both sides.
Second and goal. And we got timeout. South Plaquemines. Timeout on the field. 6-0. Wolfpack on the move.
Hey, did you hear Tesh Action Clinic has changed its name to Tesh Health? A new name with even greater services building better health care for you in Franklin. Don't forget our in-house pharmacy in Franklin can deliver your medicine right to your front door. Visit us online and schedule your appointment at teshhealth.org. Also, our Franklin Clinic is open tomorrow for your convenience. Stop by 1115 Weber Street, or if you want to make an appointment, 337-828-2550. Crispy chicken is now available at Taco Bell. 2 crispy chicken strips wrapped in a tortilla dripping with Frank's Red Hot Diablo sauce. Hot and crunchy, crispy chicken from Taco Bell. A brand new classic while supplies last. Delivery available through the Taco Bell app.
So South Plaquemine used the timeout. First and goal. The back end of the football sitting at the 2. So we'll call it about the 1.5-yard line. Second and goal, and I don't think there's no doubt who's getting this one. Looks like we might be setting up a tush push.
Yeah. That's what I would do. If you can execute it, you can run that the next 3 downs if you want to. Because at some point you're gonna get in the end zone, and that's exactly what they're doing. Tush push.
He's under center. Here's the snap, the push, and let's see. Here come a flag.
A flag on what though?
Flag came from the referee in back.
Yeah,
behind
that's
the
why
play.
I'm confused. A flag on what? What could you possibly call on a tush push play that could come from the referee in the back?
Let's see. They sorting this thing out. They said he was short, or I didn't see any signal.
Unless you call a false start. You can't push the. That's new to me. That's new to me. I ain't never seen that call before. Never.
So that's going to be a penalty.
How many yards though?
5 yards.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
second
know.
down, second and goal.
I don't know about that one now. Illegal tush push.
There you go.
That's illegal in high school sports? I didn't know that.
I really think eventually they need to make that
Yeah, illegal all
everything.
around.
But I'm with you.
Because we seen times last week where the offensive lineman carried the ball carrier and no penalty was,
Dominic to the right, breaks one tackle, cuts it in before they.
they all over that. They all over that one. They all over that one.
And now Wolfpack will have to use a timeout.
Got a timeout on the play, but the clock was still running.
It's going to be third and goal.
The Bayou Bend Fitness Center is excited to announce the membership for everyone is now as low as $30 per month, no matter where you live in Franklin or Baldwin or even New Iberia. Now is the perfect time to join and take advantage of our state-of-the-art facility featuring cardio and weight equipment, indoor pool and indoor track, group exercise classes, childcare, and more. Now they're open at 4:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, excluding holidays. For more information about membership or to join, please call 337-413-5106 or stop by 1029 Northwest Boulevard in Franklin today. Some conditions do apply.
After the timeout, it'll be third down and goal. Ball sitting about the 7-yard line.
I'm
of the
interested.
Hurricanes. Boy, I tell you, that was a big penalty.
Yes, it was. It definitely was. I'm interested to see what they do here. If I'm them, though, I get the wide receiver on the left side of the field, run an out route with him on a play action.
Just make a jab step to that post, like,
Yes.
'cause that's where he ran it. Then go to the outside. Let's see. Here's Dominic. Dominic back. He rolls left. He's got him in.
Yep,
He's out.
he
Boy, it's holding. There was a hold on the receiver. My goodness, they had him by the shirt back in the end zone.
They ran that out route. If I'm Dominic, I would have threw it just to make the ref
Make the call.
make the call, right?
And now it'll be fourth and goal. 34 seconds, clock running. They're going to have to get up there and run the play.
I think they might take this all the way down so they don't give South Plaquemines a chance to get it back.
Now we have the timeout. Timeout, West St. Mary.
Patrick Skiles wants you to know that no case is too big or small at Ramsey Skiles, Shreve, and Bourgeois. We treat all of our clients the same. Personal injury or workers' comp, give us a call at 985-395-9247. That's 985-395-9247. It's the Thanksgiving Super Sunday concert you don't want to miss. Audio live in concert at the Patterson Civic Center, Sunday, November 30th. Early bird tickets are only $10. Get yours today at the KBZE studios or Cash App KBZE at $ KBZE 105.9FM, and we'll reserve your tickets at our studios, 1320 Victor 2 Boulevard in Morgan City. Don't miss audio Sunday, November 30th at the Patterson Civic Center, 116 Cotton Road in Patterson.
So here's the situation. 16.5 is 4th and goal. The Wolfpack will get the ball coming out of the halftime, so if you can score here.
Yeah, you could double dip.
And you can really have the momentum going in the locker room. I think a big stand for South Plaquemine if they can hold them here.
Yeah. But if you were the Wolfpack, you got to be thinking about double dipping here, scoring here, and then getting the ball out the half and try to go score.
I don't know what's going on their sideline, but they're talking to the coach for South Plaquemine, and
you gotta. The offensive line's gonna have to get a push here. You know.
I think.
Do you put the ball in the air right here?
They pointed. I don't know if somebody got ejected over on the side. I don't know what's going on. But
I think they might be looking at the clock. Oh, they got a drone flying above the field.
Oh, so that's what the official was saying. He told that coach that you gotta stop the drone.
They got a drone flying above the field. They pulling out everything
we
tonight.
seen everything, huh, John? The lights were out early. Now we got a drone.
And they ain't gonna start play again until that drone is up.
They're not gonna. I don't know where. I
can't see it either.
Oh, yeah, that is. It's the green light straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're starting to move it out the way, but
A.J. Delman Chrysler Dodge Jeep and A.J. Delman Chevrolet are the dealerships that will work for you. We've got the best products, the best service, and the best prices. Chevrolet, Ram, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Why drive outside St. Mary Parish for your next vehicle when you could drive away in something new close to home? Visit the A.J. Delman family of dealerships at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Whether we like it or not, death is indeed a part of life. We will all take an exit to a better place. To help your family make that transition, give M.K. Dixon Funeral Home a call today at 337-940-9253. M.K. Dixon Funeral Home, celebrating lives, cherishing memories, honoring legacies, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Call M.K. Dixon Funeral Home at 337-940-9253 or visit at 211 Main Street in Baldwin.
Honestly, I'm thinking that the drone may not even be from somebody that's out here in the area.
My thing is, the police are probably now you done made yourself really going to be in trouble.
Yeah. I don't see it no more. You still see it?
I don't see the lights, but
yeah.
I don't.
Oh, it's going back this way. Look.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going.
They're going to find out, I'm sure, where that's coming from. It's 4th and goal for the Wolfpack. Ball sitting at the Hurricane 7. Here we go. Dominic gets a snap, rolls to the right, cuts it up inside, and they're going to have him stopped.
I don't agree with that play right there. Just because they know what you want to do, man. Like, they know what you want to do. They know you want to run that quarterback power. You 5 yards away from the end zone on 4th down. What's the likelihood that you're going to get in the end zone right there? Chances slim to none. So, I don't know. In that predicament, I mean, I would pass it, but maybe they just playing for halftime knowing that they're going to get the ball back and forcing them to, move the ball on them with 10 seconds left? I don't know.
Had it 2nd and goal from the 1.5-yard line, and the penalty cost them 5 and then couldn't get it in. And now 10 seconds left. Looks like they'll just take a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. Quick first half. Both teams battling it, playing the good physical running game. And right now, it's South Plaquemines leading West St. Mary 6-0 as they go to the halftime break. The Wolfpack will get the ball when we start quarter number 3. We're going to turn over to our Castay for our halftime show. We'll be back with you in a little bit.
And we're going to go over more of our sponsors who are helping us bring you the game tonight, all the way from Buras. Eastgate Barbecue. We support all youth sports. Call Eastgate Barbecue for all your catering needs at 985-384-PORK. And be sure to check out our Facebook page for our daily lunch and dinner specials. At Eastgate Barbecue, we cater anywhere, even outside of St. Mary Parish. Call 985-384-PORK, 985-384-PORK to book your event. Again, check out Facebook and see the incredible dishes that Eastgate Barbecue whips up. Okay, so you've fallen in love with the new sofa or found great fabric for your windows, but how do you take the guesswork out of selecting wall colors? Pittsburgh Paints make it easy. They're the voice of color, available at Vita Paint and Supply in Morgan City. Proven weight loss solutions are now available in St. Mary Parish at the new Bayou Bend Bariatric Center in Franklin. Dr. Johnny Perez offers a comprehensive line of advanced and general surgery procedures, including gastric sleeves and revisions, gastric bypass, and lap band adjustments. Weight loss injections and hormone therapy options are also available. Call 337-471-1215 to schedule a consultation. That's 337-471-1215 to schedule a consultation. They say you can't have it all, but with Taco Bell's $5, $7, or $9 box, Lux Cravings boxes, you can have all you want. So will you choose the eternally beloved $5 box or the extra elegance in the $7 box, or will you go for the $9 box? Now with a flaming hot grilled cheese burrito. The only wrong choice is not to choose. So pick your $5, $7, or $9 Cravings box today, only at Taco Bell while supplies last. And as we said a little while ago, it's the Thanksgiving Super Sunday you don't want to miss. Audio live in concert at the Patterson Civic Center, November 30th, 116 Cotton Road. Early bird tickets are only $10. Get yours today at the KBZE Studios or Cash App KBZE at $ KBZE 105.9FM, and we'll reserve your tickets at our studios, 1320 52 Boulevard in Morgan City. Again, don't miss audio Sunday, November 30th at the Patterson Civic Center, 116 Cotton Road in Patterson. Since 2008, Tesh Health has been treating the students at West St. Mary High School and B. Edward Boudreaux Middle School. We've also been seeing any student in St. Mary Parish. If you're in need of primary care for your child or children and they attend one of the schools I just mentioned, or even if they don't, give us a call because we'd like to take care of them. Make your appointment by calling 337-924-9646 at Tesh Healthcare. We're building better healthcare for your family. And now we've been being joined by a very special guest, St. Mary Parish, and I'm going to put that camera on her this time. St. Mary Parish School Board member, Dr. Tammy Wilson. And now we got you in lights on camera. How you doing?
I'm doing well tonight. How about you?
Doing well. I know Thanksgiving is upon us.
Yes.
So tell us what's happening with the school system.
Well, right now we're on holiday, We're excited, but we were able to get some exciting news this week before we are off for this break. We've been given the scores by the state of Louisiana, and the district is a B district.
Is it what?
B, as in boy.
That's incredible.
Yes, so that is an incredible accomplishment and achievement by all the hard-working staff, faculty, and administrators in this district. We are extremely proud of the work that's been put in order for us to achieve this status, so we're just extremely excited about that. We're actually here with West St. Mary, which is an A school. So
congratulations to West St. Mary.
That's even more exciting. So not only are we excelling academically, but of course we're here for the playoffs, so we're excelling in athletics as well.
That is awesome, and that's awesome. And in case you don't know it, Dr. Wilson is also a part of the administration at SLCC.
Solar CC.
Solar CC, excuse
Yes.
me. Tell everybody what that acronym stands
So
for.
Solar CC stands for South Louisiana Community College. We just recently completed a rebrand for the college. As most people still, kind of still call us SLCC, but we have rebranded. We have a new mascot, Soleil the Owl, but we are Solar CC, which is SOLACC. .edu is the website.
Okay, and I know your schedule runs different from the school system.
Yes.
So are you guys breaking for Thanksgiving right now?
We actually only get so the students are off.
Okay.
The Tuesday and the rest of the week, but the staff work until Wednesday.
All right. And what happens if you have a online class? Are you off too for Thanksgiving?
It's up to the instructor. So basically
Okay.
the way the online classes work, you have a schedule that you follow. So whatever the schedule is that is set by the instructor, that's basically what you follow.
Okay. And so how much is left to the school year
So
for
we're-
Solar CC?
We're winding up this semester. We have a couple of weeks when we come back from the holiday. The students are going to have about a week and a half or two of classes, and then we're going to start finals. Finals run for about a week-long period, and then that's the end of the semester, and we have graduation on December 18th in Lafayette at the Cajun Dome.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. And so when does registration begin, and when does the new semester begin?
So we've already begun registration for the spring semester, so it's open and running. We are advising students and registering students every day. We have student success coordinators at every campus that's going to be available to get everyone registered. We have financial aid counselors on site as well that are able to give students the aid that they need in order to fund their education. So it's just always the band.
That's all right. We can
Yes.
still hear you a little bit. And then back to the school system, y'all get, we've got next week off for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So how many weeks are left until exams and Christmas?
2 weeks. So basically they're going to come back from the holiday. They're going to have about a week and a half, a couple of study days, and then they're going to have finals.
And so when's the last day before the Christmas break?
So we actually have a shutdown for the entire college for the Christmas break. So after graduation on December 20th, after December 20th, we don't return anybody. The entire college is closed from December 20th until January 2nd or 3rd,
Okay.
whatever that day.
And in the school systems, St. Mary Parish,
The same.
how many weeks are left for how long was the Christmas break?
It's basically the same schedule for
Okay.
that. When the kids get out for the Christmas break, they actually don't return until after the New Year as well.
Let me ask you another question that I know the band is fighting us right now
That's
during
all
our
right.
interview. But what's your advice to parents of seniors right now that maybe looking, maybe they've been moving a little slow and applying for scholarships with everything that's going on with Pell Grants, the federal government? What is your advice to parents right now who are trying to get their seniors some sort of financial aid?
So my recommendation would always be that you still apply. Do the FAFSA, complete the FAFSA, because that's still the documentation that's used for a lot of the the sponsorships or scholarships that are given or grants. So still go ahead, complete the FAFSA because that's absolutely necessary. But apply for every possible scholarship that you have access to. I've told many people that I've sat on many scholarship committees, and we just don't get enough people to apply for those scholarships. So apply. We've had thousands and thousands of dollars before where we didn't even have people who qualified that applied, but because they were the only one or two applicants, they were the ones who received all of the funding. So still go ahead. Definitely apply for all, stay in touch with your counselor, stay in touch with the local organizations that are offering these scholarships and, what the dates are going to be, and make sure, just take one Saturday, and I preach this to the kids all the time, take one Saturday. The scholarship applications are usually very similar, and you just have to tweak a few things here and there, but apply. Because even if you get the funding as far as the Pell Grant, TOPS, or whatever those funding sources may be, you never have too much money. You never have too much aid. So still continue to apply, and whatever resources you have access to help fund your education, it pays for books, housing, whatever it may be.
So leave no stone unturned.
Absolutely.
And lastly, I want to talk. I'm going to make my friend Mr. Ephraim Zimmerlis happy. Hadn't talked to him in a good minute, but I know you're busy with EPB boxing.
Yes.
And the EPB community. Tell us what's happening right now. What's going to be happening over the Christmas holiday and to kick off the year?
Well, we are super proud of two of our EBP community boxers. On last weekend, we had Mr. Trayson Babb and Mr. Mason Babb, who actually both earned the title of Silver Globe champions for the state of Louisiana.
That is awesome.
So we're going to be highlighting them. That's an awesome accomplishment, which also leads them to the regionals that's going to take place in January in Little Rock, Arkansas. So having them achieve that and advance to the next level is just amazing, considering we've not even been open a year yet.
Wow.
So to have two, not one, but two of our boxers to win such an accomplishment is just amazing, and we're excited about that. Coming up for the holidays, we're actually going to have a coat drive on December the 6th.
Coat drive, okay.
A coat and sweater drive, actually. So we're accepting donations at the site at 1400 Wheeler Street in Franklin, and located at the Full Card Center. So if you have any donations you want to come by and bring, we're actually going to be there tomorrow from 10 to 1. If anyone wants to come by and drop off any donations, we're actually doing this in partnership with a couple of other organizations. Specifically Apostle Dr. Crystal Randall from the New Iberia area. She's spearheading this and leading the way in this initiative. We're going to be feeding on that day as well. So just come out and support this initiative, and that's what we're going to have going on for the holiday season, just to give back. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community, so that's definitely something we're going to be doing and seeking support for.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right. Dr. Tammy Wilson with the St. Mary Parish School Board,
right.
Solar CC,
and EBP Community Boxing. And if anyone wants to, those
also,
sites.
I forgot to say, my colleague on the St. Mary Parish Chamber Board.
of Commerce.
Yes.
And those websites is solarcc.edu and ebpcommunityboxing.org or EBP Community Boxing on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, and that last message to parents and their seniors: apply for everything you get your hands on.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you.
Would you say nothing is a waste of time?
Not at all.
Okay, all right. There you have it, folks. That was Dr. Tammy Wilson with the St. Mary Parish School Board, and we thank her so much for joining us. And we still want to go over some of our sponsors. Again, we want to thank our title sponsor, Tesh Health at West St. Mary High School. Since 2008, Tesh Health has been treating the students at West St. Mary High School and B. Edward Boudreaux Elementary School. B. Edward Boudreaux Middle School, excuse me. We've been seeing any student in St. Mary Parish there as well. So if you're in need of primary care for your child or children and they attend one of the schools I just mentioned, or even if they don't, give Tesh Health a call because they'd like to take care of your student. Make your appointment by calling 337-924-9646. That's 337-924-9646. At Tesh Healthcare, we're building better healthcare for you and your family. And don't forget, join KBZE tomorrow at noon for Tiger Rag. 2 hours of news on LSU. Then come back later at 4:45 with a countdown to kickoff to the big game between the LSU Tigers and Western Kentucky. Lock KBZE in on your car, on your cell phone. If you don't have our app, please download it. We have a free app that is good for Android or iPhones. And I think we're going to bring it back to our broadcast crew, Mr. Seth Thomas and Mr. John Kolar.
Thank you, Howard. Teams back on the field going through their warm-up for the second half. Here we'll check the entire scoreboard for you, all the scores we do have. Mangum leads West St. John 27-6. It is Faraday losing to East Feliciana 12-0. Elton on top of North Iberville 14-6. Jeanerette leads Grand Lake at half 16-7. It's Welch on top of Logansport 24-20. That's also at the half. Second quarter score, Jonesboro Hodge leads Benton 13-7. Haynesville on top of Homer 14-7. Riverside is beating Delta Charter 14-6. Washita Christian leads Southern Lab at the half 17-0. It's Ascension Episcopal on top of Kentwood 7-6. Hamilton Christian leads St. Fred's at the half 13-7. Calico Point Capee on top of Westminster Christian of Lafayette 16-12. Also Covenant Christian leading St. Edmunds in the second quarter 23-16. Westminster Christian, the number one seed in Select Division 4. They're on top of Opelousas Catholic 21-14. Sterlington all over Donaldsonville 36-7. It's Lauraville over Church Point 28-21. Oak Grove in the second quarter leads Richwood 21-0. St. James in the second quarter 39-0 over Manny. The Wildcats are rolling. Union Parish on top of Erath 14-6. It's Gina leading St. Helena 32-8. Notre Dame leads De La Salle at the half 14-13. They meet on top of Lafayette Renaissance 6-0. Calvary Baptist on top of Metairie Park Country Day 35-16. It's Newman beating Menard 27-0. Dunham over North Lake Christian 28-3. Catholic High of New Iberia at the half leads Bunkie 20-13. Lafayette Christian on top of Parkview Baptist. That is 14-0. Iowa leads Northwestern 14-7. Fletcher in the second quarter over Franklin Parish 28-19. It is Bruley on top of West Feliciana 21-7. Bell Chase right down the road, about 40 minutes down the road or up the road. They on top of Opelousas in the first quarter 7-0. Lakeshore defeating Cecilia 21-14 also in the second quarter. Plaquemines over Waspin 22-0. It's Franklinton on top of Jennings at the half 13-6. North DeSoto comfortably in front of DeRitter 35-7. Loyola Prep shutting out Bel Air 21-0. Shaw all over Haynes Academy 35-0. Vanderbilt on top of George Washington Carver 42-3. It is Lake Charles Prep defeating Leesville 16-15. U-High on top of Booker T. Washington of Shreveport 29-0. John F. Kennedy and Madison Prep tied at 12. Edie White at the half shutting out St. Michael's 21-0. St. Charles over Northside 42-0. Neville on top of Mandeville 17-7. Barb leading West Monroe 28-14. Parkway on top of Hanville 17-14. Washita Parish 7. Destrehan 6. Zachary shutting out Denham Springs 20-0. It is Central of Baton Rouge on top of East Ascension 18-14. Southside beating Terrebonne 28-14. Ruston over Westgate 35-7. Turlings leading Bonneville 21-14. John Curtis at the half, beating St. Thomas More 28-0. Rummel beating Tioga 21-14. St. Aug on top of Acadiana 28-14. And Brother Martin beating Alexandria 13-10. A look at our entire scoreboard, and now we're set for the second half. As we mentioned, the Canes will kick it off. West St. Mary had the ball at the end of the half. John, they had it inside the 5. Just couldn't get in the end zone, and it's a 6-0 game.
Yeah, and they're still in this game. It's down 6-0. They just need more diversity on offense. That's what it's going to come down to. That's how they're going to get back in this game. The quarterback power has not been working tonight, so you need to incorporate the pass a little more into your offense.
The pass back deep. Canes will kick it. There's the whistle, and here is the kick. End over and kick. They'll let it hit again. Picked it up on the run. Up close to the 35-yard line. That was Dominic on the return. That's where they'll set up shop here. You know, a hard-fought struggle, a physical game, a running game.
Yeah.
You know, you think with the athletic as both these teams are, they spread everything out. But, boy, that hadn't been the case. It was a smash-mouth kind of game in that first half.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. As you mentioned, I expect to see the Wolfpack probably change things up a little bit, get it out to those wide outs and try to get to the edge a little more. Martinez starts in the backfield with Dominic. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Now they got the ball in they wanted. Now it's ready to go. Here's a snap. Inside give Martinez. He gets it over to the 35 to about the 36. Got 3. Saw him make a couple good runs in the middle.
Yeah.
They're going to need some more of that as well.
Yeah. His biggest play, though, came on that sweep to the outside.
You're right.
Let's see if they go to more of that in this half right here.
Second down. Dominic will take off right side. Cuts it back in. They're right there to push him out of bounds. Big number 50. Got him out of bounds. Vincent Turner, the senior.
And, you know, South Plaquemines, they're not big guys. They're just,
well, that's what I'm saying.
They got speed.
You look at them, and I mean, you know, not the team that we saw Basile had,
Right.
the big old guys.
Right.
These guys they just get to the football and get it to you in a hurry.
They rally to the football for sure.
3rd down and 6. Opening drive here in the second half for the Wolfpack. Dominic back to pass. Looking. Flushed out of pocket. He'll have to throw it. Throws it up there. Incomplete. Just had to throw it out of bounds as they were all over him. And now it'll be 4th down, and that'll send in the punting unit.
Yeah. Obvious pass situation right there for the Wolfpack. So that just allowed South Plaquemines to let their edge rushers pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. And they got a pretty decent pressure there on that play there.
He rolled out of the pocket,
Right.
but the problem was it was the short side of the field, had no room, and he just had to throw it away. Hoskins in to kick it away. Back deep is Williams. Here's the snap. Kick, a low kick. Boy, was lucky to get that one, but it takes a great roll.
A line drive, but it takes a good West St. Mary bounce right there.
And down to the 20 of South Plaquemine. That's where they'll start their first drive. That thing barely got over the line of scrimmage, but it worked out pretty good. Ended up being about a 46-yard kick.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
Almost looked like he just rolled it down there. They didn't have no air to it or nothing.
Now, if you're South Plaquemine, do you do basically the same thing? They were getting the ball on the edge, misdirection. They were trying to get that defense going one way, try to hit them the other way. Do you try to pass a little more? Or you just keep running the football?
Really and truly, I just think you keep doing what you're doing. You're controlling the clock. Your defense is playing well. You're moving the ball almost at will, but I mean, West St. Mary's defense hasn't played better either. But if I'm South Plaquemines, I stick with what I was doing. It worked well for us in the first half.
Parker in the shotgun. Alcalá, the tailback. Man goes in motion. Alcalá to the middle, and he's hit fumble. The ball's loose. It's on the ground. And it looked like Alcalá was able to dive back on it. I'm going to tell you what, he took a shot right on the football, number 44. We've called his name a lot. Tyron Austin tonight, he has been everywhere. He just laid the leather to him right there.
Yes, great play by the defensive line to force the fumble there. I know they didn't get it back, but that is a great play for your defense to get their offense behind the sticks.
Yeah, he lost about 7, maybe 8, so it's second down. We'll call it 18. That would have been a break West St. Mary was looking for.
Yes.
They got it back, and here's Parker again. Back to pass. Quick screen out to the outside. Blockers in front. And there's Austin again, 44.
Yes. Great coverage on that play. Way to rally to the ball. I know that wasn't much, that they gained on that play, but it was something different that, they tried to throw at West St. Mary. And I just feel like that's something West St. Mary should do on offense. Like, just don't be so predictable.
Third down. We'll call it about 14 as he got 4 on that play. Again, they not forcing it downfield. They had a couple of shots maybe halfway deep, but they trying to throw it over the middle, throw it short.
Yeah.
And try to make their guys make the play.
Yeah. They're taking what you're giving them. They're not being aggressive at all.
Third down. Parker back, looking. Steps up in the pocket, fires it. Tipped away. Good coverage, Dominic, back there.
There's very good coverage right there on that play. Had a chance to come down with the interception. But that's great defense from the Wolfpack showing up again.
I'll tell you what, we keep talking about how athletic South Plaquemines is, but I'm going to tell you what, the Wolfpack's athletic too, and you see it right there.
They are.
They've had a couple. We saw the pass in the end zone with the interception on a nice one-on-one effort. That play right there.
Right.
They are going one-on-one with the receivers, and they are sticking with them. And now here's fourth down, and Parker will kick it. Last time, I tell you what, they didn't really rush, but they got close.
Yeah.
Let's see if maybe they go after it right here.
I would just, because of where the field position is.
Here's the snap. Here come the rush. Boy, they were close, and he gets it off. Not a very good kick again.
Nope. Great field
position.
position.
At about the 38-yard line of South Plaquemines. So again, the Wolfpack has an opportunity here with great field position.
Yes. They got to make one of these drives count. Your defense is keeping you in the ball game. Now it's time for you to pay them back and make one of these offensive drives count.
.9:07 to go here in the third. 6-0 South Plaquemine. It's been that way since early in the second quarter when they got it in on a 4-yard run. First and 10. Up the middle. Dominic makes a cut. Spins. Still fighting. Got up to about the 32.
Yeah, that was a good gain up the middle right there. Should have, about 5 or 6?
Yeah, give him about 6. I'll tell you what, though. Every play, they got somebody that he made a great cut right there to move it back to the middle. But South Plaquemine does a good job of staying in their lane, staying where they're supposed to be, and not really getting out of position to give up that big play.
They play with good gap integrity for sure.
Second down. Dominic again. This time he gives it up the middle. Martinez running hard, and he gets down to the 25, and that's going to be a first down.
Yes. The offensive line's doing a good job these last 2 plays of opening holes up the middle for the ball carriers. And great job by Martinez there just holding on to the ball because it looked like, the defender hit his arm that he was carrying the ball with, and he did a good job of, just holding on to that ball and not fumbling it.
1st and 10 Wolfpack at the Hurricane 25-yard line. Dominic, right side, gets a good block by Martinez, but again, the pursuit right there, and he might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, man, they're running to that ball. And it's never just one guy. It's 3 and 4 and 5 at a time.
2nd down, we'll call it 10. 7:20, clock running here in the 3rd. And again, I'm like you, John. Eventually you got to throw it when not it's in an obvious passing situation. You need to get a 1st down, maybe 2nd down. But, you don't want to get in that 3rd down when you know you're going to throw it.
Right. And
they can cover you. Dominic, up the middle, Martinez. He keeps those legs driving, and he gets a good gain.
Like right there, that would have been a good time for a play-action pass. But they got a good gain on there, so.
Oh, yeah. Gain of 4, so it's 3rd down and 6. And again, we talk about it. Maybe no field goal here. And big number 78 shaking up on the play. That's Hurst, big junior. He got hurt the play before. He hung in there, and then this time he comes out. One of those bookend tackles. Actually, I think he plays right guard, but. So here we go, 3rd down. Dominic keeps it. Heads up the middle. He had faked it to Martinez and then got up the middle for a couple.
Yeah, it looked like he was pretty indecisive there. What he wanted to do. It kind of looked like it was a pass play, and then it kind of just broke down into him just taking it up the middle.
Another 4th down.
And this is kind of like where in like college and the pro level, kickers come in handy, because if you got a good kicker, you could kick the football, and it probably would be either a tie ball game or they'd be up right now. But
at high school's a different story.
Yeah, in these situations, you got to go for it. That's what makes it bad.
Dominic rolls to the right. Looking, still looking. Now he'll tuck it under. Heads for the sticks. He dives.
Maybe a tad short.
Oh, let's see. Depends on the spot. West St. Mary says they got it.
I'm thinking he's a tad bit short.
And the official said they got it.
Oh, they gave it to him.
Good spot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like you. It was close on that sideline. And what happened was the 2 receivers on the side cleared out.
Yeah.
They went down. He rolled that way.
Yeah.
They thought it was a pass, and he just saw enough room. And
that was a great run, though.
It was. A
great
big-time run when they needed it the most. 1st down, ball sitting at about the 15.
His third quarter is going a little fast.
Oh, yeah. 4:45, clock running. Up the middle, Martinez with some room. And he gets down to the 10, maybe the 11, so give him 4. And that what? He's been a good second option in that backfield.
Yeah, tonight, most definitely.
We saw him last week. He had a good carry, the first carry of the game, and he kind of got shaken up a little bit. Looked like he got hit in the thigh.
Yeah.
And he wasn't quite the same running the football.
Right.
Tonight he looks a lot better. Second down and 6.
He's just a big back.
Oh, yeah, he is big.
He's a big back.
Dominic, give it to Martinez again. This time they're right there. They get 4 guys around the football.
Yeah, they pursued the football for sure.
Got 1, so it's 3rd down and 5. 3:40, clock moving. And again, it's just both teams run.
Yeah, right. And, they're going to stay true to their game, as we see.
I can't argue with them. Dominic is a special guy back there, and he can do it at any time.
All it takes is one run. All it takes is one.
He'll roll to the right. He's looking to throw it. Still looking.
Covered.
Still looking. It's covered, so he throws it out of bounds. And now to be fourth down.
It's kind of hard to roll out to your right.
Now, he's right-handed, so you want to roll to the right. But the problem is the last couple times, that's the really short side of the field. The ball is on the right hash. There's only about 20 yards to the right. All that field to the left.
Exactly, and then you only got one receiver running a route on that side of the field. It gives them limited options, especially when you're trying to roll them out.
So I don't know if Martin can throw it, but I'd like to see a little reverse pass here.
Yeah.
Let Dominic roll to the right, or to the left, or the right, whatever side he feels more comfortable.
You got to run some type of misdirection to get their eyes moving in, get their eyes moving in a different direction and off of Dominic.
He's rolling. He stops, rolls back, looks over the middle. He's got a man, diving catch. Did he make it? Let's see. Incomplete.
That's tough.
Boy, it was close.
Yeah, he had him.
It would have been another diving attempt. And that was number 3 back there, Earl Harris.
He had him, but the throw was low, so he had to go down and get it, making it much more difficult for the receiver. But look like the refs are talking it over right now.
Yeah. Coach for the Hurricanes said that hit the ground. It was incomplete. I thought that was the right call. I mean, our fellow Wolfpack fans say, I get it. It would have had to have been a great catch, but he laid out.
Yep.
So another opportunity turned away. And eventually, you got to credit that Hurricane defense.
Yeah.
They come up to every challenge so far.
Yep.
3 minutes to go in the third. They have it. They'll start the drive at about the 10-yard line.
And we've talked about West St. Mary's offense tonight, but they've had opportunities to score the ball.
They have.
The tush-push penalty set them back 5 yards when they were right there on the 1-yard line. And then
Don't forget, which set it up, Martin had a slant route.
Right.
He made a great diving catch on fourth down. Had he hit him in stride,
it would have been a touchdown.
There was nobody, you know.
Just like that play there.
Right?
Just like that play there.
And, look, let's face it, you don't have your quarterback in the game more. A lot of times that would have been an easy touchdown.
Yeah.
Here's the give inside. Cutting back, boy. Look at that defense with good balance by the running back as he stays upright.
Yes.
Finally, they get him down. I don't think he got anything out of it, maybe one.
West St. Mary's pursuing.
And
just a bunch of broken tackles.
West St. Mary. Looks like number 45. It looks like Tylen Dominic. Sophomore.
Bad credit, slow credit, no credit, new credit, bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure. Whatever your situation is, Harley at A.J. Doman Chevrolet is ready to help you. Visit A.J. Doman Chevrolet in Berwick and tell them you heard this commercial on KBZE. 800 Robertson Street. Call 985-221-4139. That's 985-221-4139. If your birthday is in November, you might want to enter the KBZE Birthday Club. Just email us a picture of your birth date and a cell phone number where you can be reached to KBZE1059@gmail.com. Twice a week, we'll pull a winner who will receive $50 toward dinner at any restaurant located inside Cypress Bayou Casino.
Still tending to the injured player. It's been a relatively clean game so far, John. Not that been a whole lot of penalties, and I think this might be one of our first injuries.
Yeah. Definitely one of the first ones, where the trainers had to go out and check on the player.
Yeah, we see some guys limping off, but nobody had to go out there.
Right.
So this young man's all right, the sophomore.
All the talk about South Plaquemines being the number 3 team and the defending champions, and West St. Mary has really come in and stuck with them and played a pretty decent ball game to get themselves a chance here late in the third and into the fourth.
He gets up and he's walking off, but rather gingerly. Not sure that's cramps or not. It looks like he's kind of stiff-legging it, like it is the cramps.
Yeah,
we'll
it
see.
might be.
Artificial turf surface tonight. This school was rebuilt after one of the hurricanes, and FEMA had a lot of stuff to do. It's a beautiful school.
Yeah.
Tell you what, off the ground, there's nothing on the bottom floor, but everything's on top. It's out in the middle of nothing, and all of a sudden you come here with a nice facility. No question.
It's my first time ever seeing a school being built like that.
2nd down and 9. Parker calls for the football. Drops it. Got a fall on it. Big loss on the play as he dropped the snap, went down to pick it up, dropped it again, so he doesn't have to jump on it.
We've seen that a couple of times in the first half from West St. Mary, and now it looks like the second half is kind of flipped over to South Plaquemines having trouble with holding on to the ball.
3rd down and 12. And Parker is going off the field.
So it got to be a Wildcat formation.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that wasn't Parker.
Okay.
Parker still had it. Well, he sort of looked like him. He has towel out the back like the quarterback does, but he's back out there. 3rd down and 12. Back to pass. Quick pass out to the right. Caught it.
Got to bring him down, though.
Tackle right there. Good stop. Open field tackle.
Look like he may be a yard or so short.
Yeah, the tackle made by who was out there?
He might be a
Looked like yards. Martin, number 18.
About 3 yards.
Yeah, it's 4th down. They're going to have to kick it away again. And the way they've been kicking the football, you figure West St. Mary should get great field position.
Right. I'm going to continue to say they got to make one of these drives count. Your defense played well. They only gave up 6 points, which was really off of what?
A bad punt.
Yeah.
They started at the 30.
Yeah.
It's under a minute to go here in the 3rd.
Could very easily be a 0-0 game, yeah.
Here's the snap, the rush. He get off the side of his foot. And this one is really bad as it goes out of bounds.
South Plaquemines has had punting issues here tonight.
At about the 23-yard line. That's about a 10-yard kick.
Yeah, they've had punting issues here tonight.
Wow. Now here's the golden opportunity. Looking for 35 seconds left in the 3rd.
Yep.
West St. Mary has it at the 23. And as South Plaquemines jumping off.
Yes.
That'll cost him 5, so now it'll be 1st down and 5. We'll take that for sure.
He must have just been very eager because it's not like, West St. Mary faked the snap count or anything. He just went across.
And 45, that's Tylen Dominic is back in there in the backfield, one of them lead blockers. Here's the snap. Give inside to Martinez. Breaks a tackle, and he's taken on head on. They get him down. That possibly could be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Ain't no reason to run another play. Just take it to the 4th quarter.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3. When we come back, we're going to switch sides. 6-0 South Plaquemines. 12 minutes to decide who moves on to the quarterfinals. We'll be back with quarter number 4. This is Wolfpack football on KBZE.
And it's time for a scoring update. If you're just joining us, the score is South Plaquemines 6 and West St. Mary 0. The score being brought to you by St. Mary Parish Assessor Jared Longman and the good folks at Conrad Shipyards. The Bayou Bend Fitness Center is excited to announce that membership for everyone is now as low as $30 per month, no matter where you live in Franklin or Baldwin or St. Mary Parish. Now is the perfect time to join and take advantage of our state-of-the-art facility featuring cardio and weight equipment, an indoor pool, an indoor track, group exercise classes, child care, and more. For more information about membership or to join, please call 337-413-5106 or stop by 1029 Northwest Boulevard in Franklin today. Some conditions do apply.
Wolfpack will switch sides. Fourth quarter, 6-0. South Plaquemine, the Wolfpack. Ball sitting out at the Hurricanes' 17-yard line. It's 2nd down and 3. As we check a couple of scores for you. Covenant Christian on top of St. Edmund, 23-16. We'll check them out. Jeanerette, 24-7. That's the one we were looking for. Here's Dominic. He gets the snap. Goes to the right. Cuts it back inside. Fights forward. I think he'll have the first down. It'll be close.
Yeah, that was a great run right there. He had a little space on the right side, made a cut, made a move.
And he said it is a first down.
He got the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball sitting at the 13. Boy, you just get the feeling. You don't know how many more chances you're going to get. This, they've had 3 or 4. This is the golden opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 13.
I just got a feeling that they're going to come up with at least one. I feel like a touchdown to win you this game, the way your defense playing.
Dominic left side, and they blow it dead. I think we had a timeout. Before the snap, they pointing toward the coach. But I think that was on South Plaquemine, so we'll take it with them. Timeout on the field, 11:25 to go.
Crispy chicken is now available at Taco Bell. 2 crispy chicken strips wrapped in a tortilla, dripping with Frank's Red Hot Diablo sauce. Hot and crunchy, crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic while supplies last. Patrick Skiles wants you to know that no case is too big or small at Ramsey, Skiles, Treba, and Bourgeois. We treat all of our clients the same. Personal injury or workers' comp, give us a call at 985-395-9247. That's 985-395-9247.
John, you know, I think a lot of people around the state, when they looked at this bracket, 3 against 14 matchup, I really thought that they thought South Plaquemine would I don't know about easily, but be more comfortably ahead than this.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people surprised, and, you know, I'm telling you, if they can get in this end zone and put all kind of pressure on the defending champ.
It definitely would.
First down. Dominic trying to get outside, cuts it back. He's sitting right there, but it's just not a lot of room.
It's just, like they run into the ball. They've ran this play multiple times tonight, run to the ball. The offense kind of just become one-dimensional, man.
He lost 2 yards, and again, we talked about it every drive. A negative play is the drive stopper sometimes.
Yep.
It changes everything up. And now it's 2nd down and 12 at the 15. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Throws it out there as a man. Complete to Harris. He had to juggle it, and that really stopped him from getting any yards on the play.
Really and truly, the pass just took a while to get there. So it let them run to the ball and limit his yardage. I mean, that slant route.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm with you. I was just thinking the same thing.
The slant route to Harris has been open. I don't know why they haven't went to it more often.
Send the 2 receivers to the right. You got Martin on this side. Let's see if we can hit him with a slant. Dominic on the roll. Cuts it back, looking to throw it. Now he's going to run it. Dominic tucks it under. Dives close to the first down. I think he's short.
Yeah.
But it's going to be 4th down now and short.
He's short by maybe like 2 yards.
Rolled and rolled, and he saw a little room, and he took off.
Go for it again.
Yeah, got to. 4th down, and we'll say a long 2. Ball sitting at about the 6. Got to get to the 3. We'll say 3 yards.
Yep. You know they're not going to put the ball in the air here. So my thing is, why don't you get the quarterback on the edge with your running back? You can either option it to him or fake the option and let him dive for 2 yards.
Here we go, 4th down and 3. Here's the snap, low snap, it's on the ground.
No.
Martinez had to pick it up, and once again, the bad snap cost him.
That's 3 times tonight.
Yep, never had a chance. The ball rolled back there. Martinez had to pick it up. And boy, didn't even get really a playoff.
3 times tonight. Those bad snaps, low snaps have cost them really points, essentially. You just can't have those type of mistakes in a one-possession ball game, you know, when you're this close to scoring the ball.
So it'll be 1st down, Hurricanes. 9:41 to go. Here in the game, they lead it 6-0.
Once again, defense got to come up big here. I don't know how many more times they're going to be able to do that.
That's my point, too. See if that defense can come up big one more time. Here's the give to the second man through. He has room. Still on his feet. Out to the 25. One of the biggest runs of the night.
Yeah, most definitely. Yep.
When they needed it, he gets it out of there. And 1st and 10. First down. Up the middle, but that time the defense was right there.
Yes.
Throw him
Great
down.
stop.
Please.
It might be.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
I was just about to say they might throw that flag for unnecessary roughness.
Whistle blue. Don't do that now. It's not
Right.
the time to do it.
No.
Hoskins had him. Threw him down after pick up of 2. That clock starting to become a factor now.
Yep.
8:30. Clock moving. 2nd down. And in motion. They'll run the option left side. He's got some room down the sideline. Williams pushed out of bounds, but they have another 1st down.
Yep. And that's something I would have liked to see from West St. Mary offense. Another thing, I'm still thinking about that 4th down play. You know, on this side they ran the tush push. You could have lined up in that formation and handed it off to the back out of the backfield and got 2 yards on that too. So it's just so many things that they could have did.
Yeah.
They could have did in that situation. You know, and that's kind of times when being a shotgun team comes back to haunt you with those low snaps.
1st and 10. Another give, left side. Another nice hold. Gets it about 4 more yards. And you know, this is what championships teams do too. When they get a chance,
yeah, they're gonna bleed that clock.
They're gonna bleed the clock. They're gonna switch the field position.
Yep.
They want to get down there and score and put this thing away.
Trust me, they ain't in no rush to run plays right now.
Oh no. The clock is definitely their friend.
They ain't in no rush to run plays.
7 minutes left in the ball game. 6-0 South Plaquemines.
At this point, they're just trying to impose their will on that Wolfpack defensive line and keep the ball moving out. They're not trying to put it in the air at all.
Here's the inside give, and there's the Wolfpack all over him.
Yes, sir.
As 44 again. What kind of night has Austin had?
Yeah, he's been balling tonight. Big tackle for loss right there. Going to bring up third down. Kind of an obvious pass situation here.
Tell you what, Austin's a sophomore. Keep your eye on number 44.
Yeah, he's balling tonight.
Tell you what, he is the next big defender on that Wolfpack. He's played linebacker. He's getting out there and covered receivers.
Yep.
He's got in the backfield. This is 3rd down and 6. This is a big play for the Wolfpack. The way they punt the ball, if you can hold them here, you still might get pretty good field position. And again, they let the play clock go, and they're going to call a timeout. It's down under 2, and they use it. 5:57 timeout. 3rd and 6 when we come back for the Hurricanes. This is Wolfpack football on the breeze.
At Eastgate Barbecue, we support all local youth sports. Call Eastgate Barbecue for all your catering needs at 985-384-PORK. And be sure to check out our Facebook page for our daily lunch and dinner specials. At Eastgate Barbecue, we cater anywhere in and even out of St. Mary Parish. Be sure and check out our Facebook page so you can check out all of the incredible dishes we come up with. Whether we like it or not, death is indeed a part of life. We all will take an exit to a better place. To help your family make that transition, give MK Dixon a call at 337-940-9253. MK Dixon Funeral Home, celebrating lives, cherishing memories, honoring legacies 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Call MK Dixon Funeral Home at 337-940-9253 or visit at 211 Main Street in Franklin.
3rd down after the timeout. 3rd and 6. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line of the Hurricanes. Empty backfield for Parker. Here's the snap. He's back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Throws it out there. He's got a man complete. The tackle's made. And, boy, he's close to the 1st down, and they gave it to him.
Yep.
1st down. They came with a blitz. Left the outside one-on-one, and he was able to just get to the 50. And that's a big 1st down, John.
Yeah. In South Plaquemines, they've been running that, comeback route all night, especially when they got man coverage. And they haven't thrown the ball deep. Maybe one time they've thrown the ball, down the field. It's just that short little stick / comeback route that's been working for them all night. And they've been moving the chains when they've been needing to move the chains.
A fresh set right here so they can work a couple more minutes off that clock. Here's the option, right side. Trying to get outside, but great pursuit by the Wolfpack that time. No gain.
And if you're West St. Mary at some point, they bleeding this clock, so you're going to have to start using your timeouts, even though I'm pretty sure they got all their timeouts left.
I think so, if not 2 for sure.
Yeah, so you're going to have to start using them at some point because this clock just going to keep on ticking because South Plaquemines ain't in no rush to run a play.
2nd down and 10. Play clock down to 12 when they break the huddle. They usually snap it with about 3. This time at 2. Back to pass as Parker fires it down the field.
Ooh!
Big collision, incomplete. Threw it into double coverage.
Oh, yeah, Seven feeling that one. He's feeling that one for sure.
Mack was on the coverage. And now stops the clock with 4:18 and 3rd down and 10. A little surprised that they
threw
it
the
that
ball.
long.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they were trying to catch him, surprised to put the knockout punch, but I figured they'd keep that clock running.
You basically got West St. Mary at your mercy right now, just running the ball, because the clock is their enemy at this point.
3rd down and 10.
So now you got to pass the ball. Yeah, I didn't like that decision there from South Plaquemines.
Walker back again. Fires it out there. Flag comes out, and he makes the catch.
Yes, great catch. That was a great catch.
Great throw, too.
Yeah,
right
great
over
ball
the defender.
placement. Great ball placement. I'm interested to see what this flag on.
I think they got him for a hold early when he was coming out of the route. They could have pass interference. That's going to be declined, and it's going to be a big first down on 3rd down and 10. Boy, they've made the plays when they had to make it on this drive.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You know, West St. Mary's defense did a great job of limiting them all game, but when it was time to make plays, South Plaquemines has made the plays.
Holding was the call. And now it's first down and another fresh set of downs at the 4:12 mark. Ball at the Wolfpack 29. Again, just they let the clock run this time, but now they start the game clock. They didn't have it started, so quarterback dancing a little bit in the backfield. Think he's relaxed?
Yeah. They're going to chew that clock, man. That's why if you West St. Mary, you got to start using your timeout.
Now they come up.
Got to keep yourself in the game just a little while longer.
Here's the give, right side, looking for the edge. And right there to knock him down. Still got about 5.
Especially because the reason why I would start using my timeouts if I'm West St. Mary, you don't really have that dynamic passing threat.
Right.
And so you know you're going to have to rely on the run to get you down the field. So you want to have as much time as possible to be able to do that. And they're not even making a move right now. They're just letting the clock run.
Works at the 3:07, clock moving. And they won't snap it until it's under 3 minutes. Inside give. Wolfpack there. They'll stop him short. And now it looks like they will get one of the timeouts. Timeout, West St. Mary. 2:45 to go in the game. 3rd down. We come back.
MK Dixon Funeral Home, celebrating lives, cherishing memories, honoring legacies, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Call MK Dixon Funeral Home at 337-940-9253 for all proper pre-planning, or visit at 211 Main Street in Baldwin.
3rd down and 4. John, got to come up with a stop. Got to come up with some kind of turnover here.
Yeah, most definitely.
6-0. It's been like that since the early stages of the second quarter. Once we switched sides, they scored within 2 minutes of the start of the second quarter.
Yep.
So, and it has not changed. And
Essentially, if you don't get a stop here, that may be your ball game. Because,
you know, another thing, John, I think that the Hurricanes got down twice.
mm-hmm.
Wolfpack intercepted the first
Right.
time on 4th down. They scored a touchdown. Other than that, they hadn't been down there where the Wolfpack
Right.
has been down
Right.
inside the 24 times
Yep.
and came away with nothing.
Yep.
It's going to be a bitter pill because you were right there.
Yeah.
On the road, a tough atmosphere, a long drive. Had a chance to advance. And now 3rd down and 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Let's see if they work on that right side with the 1 receiver. He's looking right, throws it, hitch route. The defender fell down, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, it's a tough one there.
The defender slipped.
Yeah, it's a tough one there.
Yeah, he got it, and he got a first down. They went to that short side with the 1 receiver all night, and that might be the biggest first down of the game right there.
Yeah. And, you know, before that play, you spoke about West St. Mary having their opportunities, and in my opinion, I just feel like it all came down to the offense just being too one-dimensional. I obviously South Plaquemines seen last week's film. They seen that Dominic was the key to their offense, and they just shut him down tonight. He wasn't able to get him much going, and West St. Mary didn't get much out of the passing game either.
Here's Parker on the keeper. Got a couple, but now they just working on the clock as it goes under 2 minutes.
Another timeout.
Another timeout, West St. Mary.
Since 2008, Tesh Health has been treating the students at West St. Mary High and B. Edward Boudreaux Middle School. Any student in St. Mary Parish, however, if you're in need of health care, we can also treat you at our school-based clinic at West St. Mary. Give us a call at 337-924-9646. That's 337-924-9646. At Tesh Healthcare, we're building better health care for you and your family.
1:59 to go here. Second down and about 7. After the timeout. And this has been, one of those drives you expect champions to make. They stopped them back there at about the 6.
Yeah.
And they have taken about 6 minutes off the clock, and they have it at the other 7-yard line.
Yep, just methodically moving the ball.
Parker drops the snap, picks it up, heads forward. They'll gain a couple. Now they pushing him. Where's the call?
Right. That's what I'm saying. We seen a lot of that last week.
There's the final timeout for the Wolfpack. So they'll be out of it at 1:44. It'll be about third down and we'll say 5.
That's essentially your ball game. You run a play here, run 25 seconds down.
Run another play.
Yeah.
Even if you don't make it, they're going to have to go to the length of the field.
What, about a minute and 25 seconds left on the clock?
It might be closer to a minute.
With no timeouts.
No timeouts.
Yeah.
Because you figure you run this play, they unpile, it'll be under a minute 40. You got a 40-second clock. You bleed that thing down, and you'll be under just about at a minute.
With no timeouts left. That's why I said earlier, you got 3 timeouts. I would have started using them around that 3-minute mark just to, we get a stop, then we get as much time on the clock to maneuver the ball as we need,
Yeah, let you know there won't be a big post-game show because we're going to wrap it up. We're getting in the truck and we taking a long drive home. So, Mr. Castay, get yourself ready. Here we go after the timeout. Last one for the Wolfpack, and I'd be shocked if they did anything but run the football here.
Right.
I've been wrong before, trust me. Don't need to, I don't think.
Nah, you don't need to at all.
And it's that Wildcat set because Parker's not the quarterback. It's Williams. He drops the football, picks it up. He's going to be stopped. Boy, that you had to get.
Yeah.
I think you had to get that fumble.
That was your chance right there.
He dropped the snap.
4th down. Now you bleed the clock.
See
to what about?
It's going to be
57 seconds.
Yeah, 57. And now it's 4th down. I wouldn't be surprised to see them.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Leave the clock all the way down, call the timeout, then come and run the play.
That too.
Well, that ball was fumbled. And now Parker's back out there. It looks like they're going to run the play.
You're taking it down on what, 55 seconds?
Oh.
That's a delay of game.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Delay of game. And that, I'm not sure I understand that either because you had it 4th down and 5. You get a first down like at the 1 yard line.
Right.
But you had a chance to maybe get in the end zone. But now, Now it's 4th down and 10 from the 11.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me. Yeah, from about the 11.
And I don't believe they got a field goal kicker because I haven't seen one tonight.
No,
so now you got to go for it.
I don't think you use one because if you get it blocked, you can pick it up.
Right.
It's got 51 seconds. Well, let's see. Parker is back to pass. He'll fire to the back of the end zone. Intercepted. Dominic heading the other way. He'll be taken down, but
that was the opportunity. If only he would have broke down, it would have been something here tonight.
I don't know if I agree with that either. I'm not going to give him a wide open field like that.
Right.
I'm gonna run it, and I'm gonna make you have to
move the ball. Yeah. Because who's to say he catches the interception and he makes something out of it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like a kick return.
Yeah.
41 seconds left. The Wolfpack have it at their own 3-yard line. Dominic in the shotgun. He's just going to have to throw it down the field here. Back to pass. Fires it down the middle. That's complete to Martin.
You got to get up on the ball now. Get up on the ball. Get up on the ball. You got to have some urgency.
Clock will stop as they move the chains. And those chains ain't getting there no time soon.
You got to have some urgency, though. Why you don't clock the ball, though, right here? I don't understand.
They're going to throw it again. Dominic again back to pass. Out to.
Now you got to get up. Come on, get up on the ball.
And the clock's just running.
18 fell down on injury, though. They're not. 18 fell down with the injury, but they took forever to stop the clock.
They're talking about it on that other side.
Yeah, they probably feel like he just went down to, use a timeout. And I ain't saying that he did, but that's probably how South Plaquemines feels on that side of the ball.
Well, now 17 seconds. You're in a situation now where you got to throw it down the field, John.
Yep. That's why I say you should have clocked the ball.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they have 35 seconds left on the clock?
And when they tried to get it outside so maybe he can get out of bounds, but what happened? They threw it short.
Yeah.
And he fell down going to get it.
Yep.
Martin will have to come out for this play.
Yeah.
And Hurricanes in a little bit of a prevent back there.
Yeah. They ain't playing too deep, though.
No, not really, but they just spread out because Dominic with a quick pass, and he's tackled in bounds, and that's going to do it. I don't think there'll be another play.
Yep.
4 seconds.
That's it.
That's going to do it. And South Plaquemines going to hold on. A great defensive struggle as they shut out the Wolfpack 6-0. Tell you what, you got to give some credit to the St. Mary Wolfpack as they came in here against the defending champ, went toe-to-toe, had opportunities, just couldn't take advantage of it. But, boy, what a season for the Wolfpack. And they'll be back. They got some young players. And tell you what, you can see some good things. Ronnie Dominic, the sophomore.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, they made the long trip, and I tell you, a lot of people didn't think that they would have been in this game, and they were.
Right. And, this team is going to be back. Like you said, it's definitely going to be a force within the parish for the next couple of years. And, hats off to that defense because they played great tonight, holding the defending state champions to 6 points, man. Like you said, nobody thought they could come here and stick around, and they definitely did that. They had their chances, but they just fell short.
That'll wrap up our coverage of West St. Mary football. We thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to take the long trip home, but be proud of your Wolfpack, folks. They represented you well, and they played a great game. Just came up a little short. For John Kolar, Howard Castay, our sponsor, Seth Thomas, have a great weekend, everybody.